Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1.
Pull up. Pull up. 1. Hold. 2. You took me out there. That was 2. That was 2.
Walking back down on slide.
3, 4, 5. Oh no, that was 4. That was 4. Hey, that was 4, man. That was 4. That was 5. That was 4. Oh.
Don't jump. Walking down.
Look at it. He's scared of heights. Okay, he's scared of heights. Everybody help your ass down. I did it.
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest, the greatest, some good boxing. Now, Showtime has a great card. April 22nd. That's why I'm out here in Brooklyn. Shout out to the BK. Berto Porter is going on this week. And on the undercard, you have Jermell Charlo. It's a good fight. His mandatory Charles Hatley. Now, you guys seen the title of the video, clicked on it. Gervonta Tank Davis has another Showtime fight. And I made a video, and I'm going to keep making videos, speaking my opinion. Showtime absolutely bombing out the competition, which their direct competitors, HBO, is kind of like McDonald's and Burger King. That would be, there's Wendy's and other places, but those are probably the two closest in terms of premium boxing in the United States, right? And I posted this yesterday, so shout out to everybody. But I posted this, and it has 134,000 views on the Instagram page. So shout out to everybody who follows me. And you see, it just hit over 60,000 followers right here on Instagram. So I appreciate that love, appreciate the support. We working. Now, the video I want you guys to see. This is Tank Davis as he prepares for his fight, and it says Tank on track.
We're doing it. 960. 960. Smile. Get ready to see you going to yes, sir. 960. 960. Keep popping. Keep popping. I got it. 997. 97. 997. Short count, man. Short count. 997.
Tank got wheels. He got up there quick. It's funny too, because I was reading the comment and some people were saying, oh, he's slow. Like, let's see you get up that incline. And then you look at their profile and they wild out of shape and stuff. But they talking about this man is slow. Anyway, the hate gonna come. Tank Davis, he has the potential to really up his brand. He's going over to the UK May 20th again on Showtime. Showtime, like I said, they keep killing. They're putting on these triple headers, these doubles headers. I'll get to that in a second. But he has a chance to really up his brand, his profile, because you see he has a good following, 320,000 people. He's endorsed by this man here, which he posted this. And he says, talking that talk, walking that walk, hashtag pretty boy, right? So you got the biggest name in boxing who is endorsing you, and you're signed to Mayweather Promotions, TMT. You're putting in that work, pause, and you're going over to the UK to do it for a title defense. So no one could really say, you could say, oh, why didn't he fight Lomachenko? But this was a mandatory fight, right? That Lomachenko has nothing to do. He just fought somebody else and looked good in that fight, Jason Sosa, but that has nothing to do with this here, right? And this was a mandatory that the winner of Jose Pedraza and Tank had to fight Liam Walsh. So you got to get out the way. That was the deal to make the fight between Tank and Pedraza, that the winner would have to face him. So I like Tank. I like what he is doing right now, putting on for B More. Definitely a rough area, a lot going on, and it's easy to go all the way left, right? You know what I mean? If you ever grow up in the streets or inner cities and stuff, you know what's out there. You know the different vices and different things that could pull you away from things like boxing or whatever. I just heard today that Aaron Martinez, similar situation. He just killed himself, allegedly. It sounds kind of weird, but former NFL star Aaron Hernandez, formerly of the New England Patriots, found dead in his jail cell. And this is 7 years after Edwin Valero died on this same exact day with the same situation, but his situation was different. They said he killed his wife or whatever, he killed his wife, but he hung himself in his cell, and that's what they're saying Aaron Hernandez did. So crazy. And here's another person, you know what I mean, growing up rough, living in the gang life and stuff like that. It's real easy to get caught up and crossed up in the wrong stuff. You know what I mean? So you guys take it for what it's worth. Back to boxing. I like what Tank's doing. I like that he's motivated. A future fight with Tevin Farmer is an option. They got into it, made a video about it, and I think his star power will really grow if he looks like he did in his last fight, because that really impressed me. I knew Tank was a good fighter, but he clearly hadn't fought anyone like a Pedraza or a champion. So that was his moment, just like Errol Spence is getting his moment with Kell Brook. It's his moment to shine. You're either going to pass with flying colors or you're going to be like, he wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? And Tank did that. So I want to see how he looks. There are some things. I've been doing a little research on Liam Walsh. Looks like he has a good punch based on who he's fought. He's noticeably taller than Tank Davis. He sounds hungry. He sounds confident. And we'll see. We'll see what he deserves and delivers and stuff. But anytime you have a new champion like Tank, you have to keep in mind this is not someone who's just been like Adonis Stevenson. Of course, people want to see Adonis versus even a Joe Smith Jr. or a Kovalev or Andre Ward, because he has so many title defenses, and it's clear the Sakio Bikas and the Tom Carpencies and stuff like that, even from far in the first fight. We'll see what he does in the rematch, but those guys came up short when they fought him. So we want to see him try to unify type of stuff like that. But Tank Davis, he's a new champion. He's a new champion, so you got to respect that and understand that. He's kind of learning on the job as a champion. He has amateur background and stuff, but as a champion, there's no manual for it. You don't just become a champion and, here's a welcome kit. You don't get that. There's no startup kit. You just got to learn. And the way you learn is experience, sparring through your actual fights. That's probably where you learn the most. And time. So I like that. But just to give you guys more of an update, why I said Showtime is absolutely, without a doubt, explicitly killing HBO, is because HBO is putting the best fights that they have coming up all pay-per-view. You know what I mean? And obviously Canelo Chavez Jr., that has to be on pay-per-view. That'd be stupid to put on regular HBO. But some of the other fights maybe didn't have, like Golovkin Jacobs, did that have to be pay-per-view, right? Because it didn't. It's not like, look, I got just almost as many views as the pay-per-view buys. I mean, obviously this is free, but you know what I'm saying? I have way less of a fan base or subscribership than HBO, you know what I mean? And I have almost the Golovkin Jacob pay-per-view buys right here in views, you know what I'm saying? So just, did that have to be, or even last year, Terrence Crawford Postal, it was a good fight. Did it have to be pay-per-view? That kind of thing. So Showtime is just killing on their regular network. They're giving people double headers and triple headers. You got Kell Brook versus Errol Spence. They got the rights to the Joshua Klitschko live in real time, so you don't have to wait till later in the day after, because I know, because when I first started this, I used to work a regular job and I was doing boxing on the side, right? I've always been a fan of boxing, but the point being is I know how it goes. Some nights I had to work and there's a big fight or whatnot, and you don't even want to look at your phone because people text you, go on social media, and people are posting clips and recaps and reactions and pictures and memes of the fight. So you're like, man, I don't even want to see nothing. So that's why Showtime really came up in the Joshua Klitschko situation, because you get to see it live in real time when it's happening in the UK time. You get to see it in America live. HBO got the rebroadcast, meaning you're already, unless you stay totally away from the internet and totally away from social media, you're probably going to know who won, Joshua or Klitschko. You know what I'm saying? Unless you, like I said, like isolate yourself from going online and tell your friends not to text you. So Showtime came up. They got the better end of the deal because they're getting the live feed of the Joshua Klitschko fight. Now back to Tank Davis's fight, May 20th. His fight is a mandatory, and that's again Liam Walsh, May 20th. But on that, they're doing a joint telecast. Even though this is in the UK, they're making it a triple header that night. So that triple header consists of Cuba's Rances Bartholomew. He's going to be in a WBA eliminator against Kirill Relic. And in my opinion, Kirill Relic beat Ricky Burns before Julius Ndongo just did. I thought Ricky Burns looked trash in the fight with Kirill Relic. He didn't look good. But so Relic should be a champion. That's basically what I'm saying, because Ricky Burns was the champion. So this is an eliminator, and that's a good thing, because I believe Julius Ndongo has that belt. So the winner could be Rances Bartholomew versus Ndongo, or Kirill Relic versus Ndongo, right? So I like that. Or maybe they get a unification with Terrence Crawford and Ndongo, and then Terrence Crawford versus one of these dudes. Can you imagine that? Rances Bartholomew and Terrence Crawford? That's a good scrap. So that is going to be part of this Tank Davis versus Liam Walsh card. Rances Bartholomew and Kirill Relic. And then you also have the return of Andre Durrell, the Matrix, the original Matrix before Lomachenko. And he's fighting Jose Uzcategui. I'm not good with names, so that's as good as it's going to get. And they're fighting for an interim IBF strap. Now you guys should know James DeGale has that IBF strap, the real full version of it. And he's still in the division, so that could possibly set up an Andre Durrell James DeGale rematch if Durrell, who should be the favorite. I don't know much about the Jose Uzi dude. When I shoot hole through your Razuzu. I don't know much about him, but I mean, if Durrell wins, then that could set up a potential James DeGale. So Showtime gonna give it to you. They're gonna give it to you. They're giving us some good fights, because these are good scraps. Like I said, Tank Davis being a new champion. I want to see how he looks against another taller person, slightly different style. You know, I mean, a UK guy. You can't overlook anybody in boxing. That's what it boils down to. Just because you haven't heard of Liam Walsh doesn't mean that he's trash or he's not training like he's supposed to be, right? Then you have Rances Bartholomew, Kirill Relic, which is an eliminator fight to an even bigger fight with maybe an Ndongo or Crawford in the future. And then you have Durrell versus the Jose dude. And that could set up the winner fighting a James DeGale type at super middleweight. So these are good fights. These are title fights. These are meaningful fights. Maybe not the biggest, you know, I mean, Canelo, Chavez Jr. level names, but these are fights that help shape the division. So I'm all for that. Shout out to Tank Davis. It looks like he's doing what he should be doing as far as a boxer, taking his training seriously. And it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. I do think Showtime is dominating the first quarter. HBO, you gotta do something, man. Something special. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.